She would feed the prayer group every week. When we would give a seminar, she would always be the first one that we would write in a seminar's theme. Number 1, Tita Neneng, because she's more important than the speakers. Let the speakers not come, but Tita Neneng has to come because she's going to bring the food. Oh, we loved her so much. And I'll share with you something that I don't think I shared this before. I'm not sure. Maybe I did, but when I was 18 years old, she knew I was praying for something. She was like a second mother to me. Really. She came up to me after one prayer meeting and she said, Brother Bo, I have something for you. I know that you've been praying for a car, and I just don't want to pray that you have a car. I want to do something about it. And she opened my palm and she placed here in my hand a thick white envelope. I counted it was 50,000 pesos. When I was 18 years old, brothers and sisters, can you just imagine? When I was 18, 50,000 was 50,000. You know what I mean? It was the biggest cash I ever held in my life. I said, what is this, Tita Neneng? And she said, that's for your car. I'm praying that you have a car. I know you go from one prayer meeting to another, preaching here and there. You don't have a car. I want to give you a car. Buy a second-hand car. I could not do it. I went back to Tita Neneng. I said, Tita Neneng, I'm going to give this to the community. I think the community needs a community van, more than my personal car. And she said, oh, it's up to you, whatever you want, but that's yours, So I donated it back to the community. But she was like that. She was like a second mother to me who looked at my needs and she would she knew I had no money whatsoever, and she would try to fill that up. And when community need, I remember one time, I was still a teenager. I don't know how old I was, 18, 19 years old. We had some full-time workers, and very few, but we had no money for the salaries of a particular month. It only happened once. I remember going to Tita Neneng and saying, Tita Neneng, I have a problem. Even before I explained anything, Tita Neneng got her checkbook and said, just this is for the Lord, this is for the ministry. She was that kind of a woman. We needed money for the property of the Light of Jesus community, where in Chicago Street, where the building is right now. I went to her. She's the first person I went to. I said, Tita Neneng, we need to buy a property for the community. And she said, okay. Got her check, gave me 100,000 pesos. At a time when 100,000 was 100,000, huge money. She gave it. And she was that kind of a woman. When she was 70 years old, 13 years ago, she had a massive heart attack and she died. She died for 1 minute. And she was revived because a doctor put a 50,000 peso pill somewhere beneath her tongue. I visited her in the hospital and I said, Tita Neneng, you revived, praise God. And Tita Neneng said, do you know why I was revived? Because I found out it was 50,000 pesos. Sayang naman.